Most people are shocked when they are told that four former U.S. presidents have been cheerleaders. This includes Franklin D. Roosevelt, Dwight Eisenhower, Ronald Reagan, and George W. Bush. So this is my cheer bowl, and it represents the cheer culture. I cheered throughout my high school years. I was cheer captain for 2, and I was also part of an all-star cheer team. By learning more about this cheer bowl, you will learn more about the cheerleading culture. The value, one of the main points is the value of a bowl in the cheerleading team. And I will also discuss what the bowl means to me in the cheerleading team. So the bowl unites the team, whether it's an all-girl team, a co-ed team, either the whole team is wearing the bowl or nobody at all. At least that's how it was in my team. This is because the bowl unites all of us together. It's worn, at my school, it's worn everywhere, like during practice, during games, during competition. I personally wore it to school as well, like during school days. I feel like the bowl represents the ball in a sport, because a lot of people always argue with me, oh, choose on sport, and it's like, okay, do I care? No, to me it is a sport. I also feel like, okay, like I said before, the ball is the ball in the sport. Like, a ball can be customized however you want it. It could have your initials, it could have your cheer colors, it could have the school colors, it could have anything you want it to have. But tell me, can a ball do that? Like, you can't be playing tennis and customize the ball however you want it. And also, the bow kind of represented family to me in my cheer team, because everybody had it, everybody looked the same. That's why everybody had to wear one. Most of the time, I feel like if I'm not wearing a bow, I'm not a cheerleader. So that's why I would always wear mine. Now I will talk to you about how the value of the bow came to me when I was in cheer. So when I started high school, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know that I wanted to play sports. I was in soccer. I was also in volleyball. But they never it was like, okay, like I'm playing these sports, but I was never dedicated to them as how I am or how I was to cheer. My coach, he was great. I actually had 2, but Coach Tobar, he was my dad, but like he would always give me advice in school, because I was like that quiet person who didn't have friends. Well, I did have friends, but that was only because after I joined cheer, I had friends. So I feel like cheer was a way that opened me to talk to people, because other than that, I would not talk to anybody. He was also he would never get mad if I didn't know how to do something. On the contrary, he would always teach me how to do it. And he'll always come back, he's like, oh, do you have questions? Do you have this? Do you have that? And he was the coach who gave me this bow. And that's actually why it's on my graduation cap, because everybody in school knew me as a cheerleader. Like, I was, throughout 9th and 11th grade, I was the only girl in my grade in the cheer team. So once I got to my senior year, I was the only senior in the cheer team. So everybody who knew about me was like, oh, Nancy, the cheer girl, yeah, her. So everybody was like, oh, what are you gonna put on your cheer cap, on your graduation cap? Because we had to decorate them. And every time I would ask somebody, oh, what should I put on it? They would be like, oh, something related to cheer. So I was like, okay, I'm never gonna wear this bow again, because I would just always wear it to school. So I was like, why not put it on my graduation cap? Like, that's how much it meant to me. But now I kind of regret it, because I wanted to wear the bow, but obviously I can't wear it because I have ribbon to the cap. Also, that's kind of another reason why I always have my hair up in a ponytail, because I would always wear bows to school. My teachers, there was this one time I didn't wear a bow or my hair in a ponytail to school, and he was like, oh, what's your cheer bow? And I was like, oh, I don't have one. Like, I just decided not to wear one today. And he was like, oh, okay. But ever since then, like, if I didn't wear a cheer bow, he'd always tell me, why aren't you wearing one? Like, that's how I know you. That's how I know who you are. And So yeah, I would wear my cheer bow everywhere, even to practice. Like after being cheer captain, a lot of my cheermates also wore their cheer bow to practice because they said that it united them as a team. And at the end, yeah, I also decorated my own, but I didn't. I feel like this one has more meaning than any other bow. So I hope after I discuss this cheer bow, you have a greater understanding what the cheer bow means in the cheer culture and how much I value it. So again, just because you're a guy in a cheer team does not make you gay. But if that's the way you think, then that means we had more gay presidents.